This morning's storms did bring power outages to Trumbull County. Parts of Warren were dark for a while. A section of Route 173 in Mercer County was also closed because trees and utility lines were across the road.
The worst problems this afternoon were in southern Columbiana County. 27 First News reporter James Santelli found trees down there. And new at 10, James joins us live in the studio.
And Stan and Erica, this one took a lot of work for me to find. It was just east of Salineville. I got to one section of the road and firefighters had closed it off. Tree down. I had to drive 5 miles around to the other side where there was a different tree down. All in a tough day's work for the firefighters in those hills around Highlandtown Lake. When we first got down to Osbourne Road near Southern Local High School, firefighters were battling a common problem after a storm. Trees down, electrical wires down. But this time in 4 different places on the same road.
Well, the tree was across the road blocking the road. Then as we started up here, we was advised by the neighbor that there's a power line across the road. So we had to wait for Carroll Electric. As you can see, they're doing their job. Once they finish up, we'll go on up the road and take care of the next problem.
But the next problem was a big problem. Literally, the storm had knocked down a huge tree just further downhill on Osbourne Road. The fire chief has seen storm damage in the past, but this was a tough task.
Oh yeah, we've had damage like this before. It's just a lot of times it's much smaller, medium-sized trees. When you have a large tree like this, it takes special care and larger equipment to handle it.
And the chief says that tree down there at its thickest point is about 3 feet in diameter, maybe more. The forks of it are about as big as regular tree trunks, and that means they needed a lot of work to get it cleared.
We have heavier equipment coming in from the township to come assist us with getting the rest of this out of the way.
Washington Township arrived with a backhoe and bigger chainsaws. 3.5 hours after the thunderstorm rolled through, workers were still trying to get Osbourne Road back open. I asked the firefighters for advice. What should you do if you see trees down after a storm?
Watch out for low-lying branches and wires through these storms.
If there's trees down, always make sure you're around them to make sure there's no power lines involved in them so you don't get hurt or injured.
And as we hit the heart of storm season, firefighters say to treat any electric wire like it's live. And if you see damage, your first call should be to 911. Live in the studio, James Santelli, First News at 10.